Looks like I got another manifold. You know, I cracked this right here. This is where I had to repair. The stud was broken off. I had to drill it out and tap it. And didn't look like there was a damn thing wrong with the way I repaired it, but apparently there might have been some kind of hairline crack or something. When I tightened it down, this whole ear came off. But what I was looking at, I could probably repair the other one, not by welding the cast iron, but just get a bolt and put a clamp. This is a 2.5 inch clamp. I'd still have enough room to put the bolt through here, you know, and get it bolted up on the old one, and you know, weld the bolt right to this clamp, and then just have, you know, where this ear is broken off, just have it hang down, and then you got something that's still, you know, it'll still pull it tight, and yeah, that'll still work. But we got a new one coming. This is the new one. I don't know what the heck these damn plugs are for, but you know, they do some weird stuff. This is a one for an 82, which the only difference, as I could tell, is has these plugs. Everything else is the same damn thing. Of course, I won't be needing this, and I got the spacer and all that, and I'll probably throw a coat of freaking high heat paint on it. I got the new gasket. Not sure if I need all these springs or nothing, all this stuff, but I put a couple of new studs in there, and I got the spacer for the heat riser manifold. I want to get this thing nice and quiet because, well, basically leak free with the exhaust system, because if you're driving in the wintertime, you don't want to get asphyxiated, right? Not just in Florida, but say I'm up in the mountains of Tennessee, you know, say I got to idle this car someplace or something. I want a nice leak-free exhaust system where the exhaust is not coming up into the cabin where I'm getting carbon monoxide. But these parts are hard to find. But I did find that the Y pipe that I have for this 1978, it's actually a 350 engine here. I'm using a 305 Y pipe in here. The Y pipe is actually, if you can see it down there. Well, probably not. It's back. Man, it's right there. It's right there. That's that Y pipe. Is actually from a 305 engine. And, you know, they don't show anything in 78, but the part number is still there for 82. So might be actually be able to get another Y pipe if that ever freaking screws up, but I do have it all coated up. But it's kind of aggravating because parts references from this year, when these cars are getting older, this car is a 78, so it's just about 40 years old. But if it was like in the 60s, they'd have everything. If you're talking even like the early 70s, they got everything. But it seems like the 78 to 86 or 87 El Caminos, I don't know if they had an 87 El Camino, but it's 78, the last generation of the Malibus and stuff. Seems like they're kind of spotty on a lot of the damn parts, and it's kind of aggravate the hell out of me, to tell the truth, man. But I can pretty much get everything. But you want to look up these casting numbers. This is a different casting number, but the only thing really different about this part is these plugs. And I don't know why those are in there like that. They have to be in there, but see it right there, see? I don't know what the hell they're for. Some kind of air pump or some BS. I have no idea, man. But I get this damn thing a coat of paint and that header paint and shit, and see what happens with it. It's kind of aggravating because you know, I should have never cracked this damn thing, and I'm almost scared to put this one on. So I'm thinking, is this the one I'm going to crack or something? I don't know why it cracked, man. It might have been fatigue from a long time ago, and even though I tapped it out carefully, it still broke. It's amazing, man. That's what happens. That's why I did not want to do this exhaust system for a while. I was putting it off because I figured something going to go wrong. But these damn parts are pretty expensive. That manifold right there is like $135, and You could practically get a set of headers for like a couple $100, decent ones, right? For one manifold, not both. And I don't know why this side is more money than the other side, but that's how it is. The right side is more money than the left side. OEM parts are ridiculous, but I don't want to modify it. So, give this thing a coat of paint, go to the gym, and hopefully it'll be dry when I come back. And we'll install it tonight. Got my cracker rig exhaust system going here. Got a couple more things to do. I'm actually waiting on, you can hear the noise down in there where it's attached, but I'm waiting on a couple of these clamps, step ones though. These will seal that up real good. I'm not going to weld it. You hear a slight leak there. Nothing's leaking up in here. Exhaust manifold, it did work. Stuff with the string and all that. And you hear it down in there, but that's going to get those two clamps. Sounds pretty healthy back here. It's quiet. It's quiet. But what I did, that muffler would have never came off, but I took a structural rivet and I put it in between like the clamp, basically. The one section of the clamp has like two pieces on it, basically. I put a structural rivet in there from the outside pipe to where the muffler bolts into the inside. So it would never come off normally, but I was like messing around with the exhaust system in the front and it popped off. But it's rock solid. Look at that steel bar there, and you can see some of the what do you call it, PV blasters burning off where I bolted it up. It's in there rock solid. It's got like all kinds of extra hangers on it. The stock system, it's almost stupid. It's got like one hanger here, one hanger there, and it just doesn't. There's no hangers. It goes all the way up to the Y pipe. I actually got two more hangers over there, plus an extra hanger there, right where the muffler joins the tailpipe. I mean, the stock system is ridiculous because once it gets a little rust on it, the whole thing falls apart. So, but yeah, it's pretty quiet. And once I get those clamps in, they're stepped. You can see how those things are, man. I like using those because they really seal up really good. And the other thing I got to get on it, $5 part coming in from eBay, is sits right under there. That's the I'll get this light down a little bit. That's your accelerator pump. There's a little diaphragm right underneath there that with that arm pumps too. There's a little leak there when I hit the accelerator pump. Sometimes I'm changing that part out. So now when I pump up the gas a bunch of times, I can get some gas in it, for a real cold start. And I got the choke so it closes all the way. And it was just taking a lot of time, man. And like underneath here, I got all kinds of washers and bolts, and it's like the washers are like epoxied together. So it's no longer like this plastic piece of crap was holding this arm in. This arm is all supported by a stack of washers behind it, so it won't crack any parts in there. So, I'm going to get a couple heater hoses for it. I got the upper and lower hose. Put that fuel pump on there. I got the belts for it. I'm going to get a water pump, and the one thing I was going to be kind of a pain in the ass to do is the timing belt and gear set. Timing chain and gear set. I'm not sure if it needs it, but if that part breaks, you're stranded, right? I hate that. I hate guessing with those parts. You don't know if it's screwed up. I don't think it is screwed up, because when I got this car, it was a rebuilt engine. And even though I've had it a long period of time, I think the engine's only got about 60,000 on it, total miles. And if they used an aftermarket timing gear set, it doesn't have the nylon teeth on the upper gear, the cam gear. That's usually what breaks, the nylon teeth. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I'm going to change that sucker out. But, you know, once I get those two clamps, so this one's a straight one. You see how these are? Made in USA, Mega Clamp Walker. This is all stainless steel. You see that thing here? This is some high temperature goop that goes right all in here, right in there. So when this is like designed for clamping two pipes of the same size together. What I'm doing is I'm getting a couple step clamps. I think they're 2 1/4 and 2 1/4 outside diameter to inside diameter. So it'll fit right on the two lap joints over there. And then that little bit of noise right there that you hear, it's not going to be there. So it'll be pretty quiet. I mean, it's not going to be like dead stone quiet, but I'm not going to get asphyxiated with carbon monoxide in the wintertime. That's what I'm really thinking about. So, but man, it was a lot of work. I mean, I got to put 2 clamps on it yet. I mean, I'm waiting for that, but it's a lot of work because I was making. They don't have a heat riser, a 2-bolt heat riser like this. Like that. They don't have that anymore. It's they got a 3-bolt. I had to use a 3-bolt spacer, and I had a 2-bolt flange, and I had a 2-bolt. I had to find a 2-bolt exhaust manifold, which I found. It's an 82 one, but it works. It fits in there perfect. And put new studs in it, and I painted everything up with the 415 high heat paint. And the other reason I'm going to keep this up in the air is I got a master cylinder. Actually, all these parts have been changed at one point in time or another, except for the master cylinder. You can hear that thing leaking there a little bit, but that'll be sealed up solid as hell. The rest of it's good. That's my fuel pump. Got a fuel pump. Put that sucker on there. And I got a master cylinder in another box over here someplace. Oh, I put it inside there. I think it's in here. Yeah. See my toe straps and all that shit? It's right here. So, you know, I busted loose the screws on it, the caliber bleeder screws. They haven't been busted loose for like 20 years. The back ones on here have been busted a few years ago. They should be alright. And I got all kinds of junk in here. This is can't get up there, but I got my rope come along. I'll show it to you. That fucking thing is wicked. Yeah. I'll balance on this trailer hitch somehow. God damn. Keep a lot of stuff in this thing. Tarps, and there's the rope come along is actually in the back. I didn't keep it in here because I'm afraid it gets stolen. These are my Leclerc tire chains, Alpine tire chains, real good ones. You got 4 brand new Cooper snow tires on it, right there. And that's my rope come along. Goes like that. It's got 100 feet of 1,500 pound rope in it. You see, just like a come along, man, with the hooks right there. There's your hook. Keep it in this plastic bag. I should probably get one of those mil-spec freaking canvas bags for it. But the posi traction and that shit, you know, could be good to go. These things, these El Caminos, they got a little more weight in the back than a pickup truck because the gas tank's right over the wheels, you know. It's 17 gallons. Yeah. Good old freaking car, man. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get some of this shit done before the freaking rain hits here. So, you know. And we got Cooter for president, and don't tread on me. Save the South, right? Is that redneck enough? Yeah, I think so. I think so. We even got it on their license plate there. So, looking pretty good. This is the one that, you know, that was fatigue. I'm gonna make a collar for that, weld up a collar for that. So if I ever need a manifold in the future, I'll have that one as a spare. You notice now the thing actually you know, warmed up a little bit. It got pretty quiet, you know. To the gas. Actually, accelerator pump. Get that fixed. $5 part. So, doing things the old redneck way, man. Do it cheap. Takes a long time to do it this way, but you know what? It's actually pretty solid, man. When you get it done, pain in the ass, but once you get it done, it's good to go. So, actually, this car, man, I did a lot of work on it first few years I had it, and then I just use it once in a while to haul stuff with. That's all I really used it for. That's what I keep it around for. Is you got a bed back here, haul stuff with, you know. Yeah. Probably when I go to paint it, it's going to say moonshine power down there, and it's going to have an HHO set up in it. That's why I don't want to buy an Edelbrock car. I'd rather buy the HHO from Liberty up in Canada. Get the heavy duty unit, the one with the 21 plates, and running some HHO in this puppy, you know. I'll see what kind of mileage you get. It might get you pretty good. I mean, I know my Suzuki over here, this thing does pretty damn good mileage, man. What it does, I'd say easy 10% better with the HHO in it, maybe 15%. So on that thing, if it gets about 14 or 15 on the highway, maybe it'll get 16. But hey, you know, that's still savings. We'll take it. We'll take it. I started that thing up too, and that thing runs good. So everything I got runs good. Chainsaws, freaking, we call it the portable electric, you know, power things, whatever the hell you got on there, generators, motorcycle, lawnmower, all this shit runs, man. I do bean counting, but I can do MacGyver stuff. So, like, again, you know, Hazard County, but I'm a Cooter associate. Right? Here we go. Little forest flag. Everybody will fly a forest flag after they're done to this guy's freaking memorial, you know what I mean? Put about 10 more memorials up. Just as a side note. Yeah, look at that thing going, man. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Look at that puppy. For the final, I just took off a couple of lemons. Used my medical shears here. Those things work pretty good for cutting those thick stems. And get the old pup tent ready. I'm not going to leave it covered up tonight because it's not going to get down to 32. But the next 3 nights you're gonna get down to like 26, and we're gonna have the what do you call it in here? The kerosene lamp with the diesel fuel, and you can see there's my lemon trees. They're in there just like in a little pup tent. You can see the silver side is on the inside, so that'll hold the heat. And it should be warm enough. It's not going to get down to like 20, but it's going to probably get down to 26, 27 in the next 3 nights. So, and those are the steaks. I got a few of those. And on this side, I can just pull those up real quick. There's like only 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pull them up and roll this thing up this way. Because tomorrow it's going to be a bunch of rain. Let the rain get on there, and as soon as the rain's ending, I can just stick those 4 steaks back in there and we're all set. So, looking good, man. Doing my little projects. Take a lot of time, man. I tell you what, I got some good lemons here. There's a couple more on there, but I'm gonna leave those for now. And again, there's the old flag out there. Here. Looking good. So anyway, I tell you the truth, man. You know what I'm probably be doing too, even with this place over here. Because I don't really want to hang around here too much. I was thinking of doing, instead of doing logs, I want to get special paint that goes over vinyl siding. I'm going to paint it the same color as that right there, and it's going to look like freaking, it's going to look like wood, you know. It'll match everything. There's my little panda cat out there, see him? See that little boy? There he is. Just fed him. Got a couple bowls of food down there, see? 2 bowls. He's a good cat. And you know Boots was around last night, so. Right, Panda? Psst, psst, psst. What are you doing, buddy? I know the lights are on already. Shit. What are you doing, buddy? And get my other green light on here. Got the ones going for the flag in the out there on the lawn. See what it is. Get this thing squirts in. Yeah, put that right there. Well, should do it. And of course, we got the old bike. I tell you, if they freaking can turn back the time in this place and where I'm at, it'd be nice. Yeah, you see that? One's green, one's white, one's going on a flag over that way. One's hitting on the ground by the deer. These are my deer, see? And you see Mama Deer. Oh, he's gonna get nervous, Mr. Cat. Mama Deer moves her head up and down. See that? I took some of the lights down. Took them down over across here, across the fence. But I'll leave this shit up for another week. This other stuff, I'll start taking. Oh, I kind of have this nostalgic feeling about Christmas. I don't like it to end, even though I'm not religious. I just like the holiday, you know. It's like, it's called bringing in the new stuff. Just like it. Actually, in Japan, I mean, they celebrate the New Year for like a week or 10 days or something. You know, they work every Saturday, but they got a lot of holidays, man. That's what they do. He's a big boy too, ain't he? I don't know where the hell he's going to. Yeah, I think I might just paint my place instead of freaking screwing around with the logs, because I don't want to give these guys any money over here for permits and shit. I'm like, to hell with them, you know. And I got sprayers, air compressor, pressure washer. Plus, if you use that awesome cleaner and a brush, damn, you know, the paint's gonna stick, especially if you use the right stuff. It's for vinyl. And if it ever comes off a little bit, and I'll paint the shutters and the trim like a dark tan. And all the rest of it will be just like that wood color right there. It'll look like all matching, you know. It'll look like a wood house. So here it goes. I zoomed in all the way. Every hitch too. Usually goes to the left. It goes. Oh, it's my big finger that way. It goes that way. Usually goes that way. This time it looks like he's going in that patch of woods. This camera's pretty amazing for a cell phone, man. It's better than my. Just replaced one of my Nikons. Gold Digger Pete on it. Got another one. Works better than the old one now. Yeah, he's still in there. See his little white breast? Yeah. This is a long video. What the hell with it? I don't give a shit. Try walking with this thing. Yeah, he's going in there. There he is. Man, I can see him better in this camera than I can see him with the naked eye. It's even brighter too. He's probably looking to poop. There you go. He usually goes to the left. That's usually where he goes. He might have just pooped over there. Yeah. One thing I got to watch for is if I'm going up to Tennessee, I'm going to probably find some alternate routes to bypass Atlanta completely. In case shit goes really crazy, you know, I gotta get up there. I don't want to go through around 75 around Atlanta. Basically, all I gotta do is take 75 all the way up practically. And here he goes. And he usually goes to the left, man. That's where he usually goes, man. Yeah, that's where he goes. He's laying on the ground. He usually goes off in them woods right there, which looks kind of grainy because it's zoomed out all the way, and the light it's actually darker than this camera is picking up. It's actually darker than this. Maybe he lives over there. You've been feeding somebody's cat. Who the hell knows, man? But then again, if somebody owns his cat, he is sort of like, he don't want to hang around me. I've been feeding him a couple years now, so I don't think anybody owns him, to tell you the truth. I think he's just a stray cat. I mean, Boots, somebody used to own that guy, but I'm the only one that's feeding him now, for sure. And I noticed his bowl was down a ways, so he was here this afternoon or late last night again, so I know I got him on film. Yeah, he's going out there, see him? He's moving. And he might be going across the street. There's more woods over there. You can see that right there. See that? Well, see you later, Panda. You'll be back.